In this episode, we go over all of the Sunday matchups, Week 5. Who to start, who to sit.
Yeah, I mean, you stole it from me, Richard. I was going to say start and sit. Maybe I'll say sit and start. But we have an exciting.
Is it exciting?
I think it's pretty exciting.
I think so, too.
Week. You know, we got some games Monday, Tuesday. Who the heck knows? We're going to have hopefully games every single day. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Brothers. Let's meet your host. From the cold and harsh distant land of Mother Russia, lover of romantic walks from his bed to his couch, Boris Wagner. From the sunshine state of California, lover of barbershops and sleeping in, Richard Wagner. Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. My name is Richard Wagner.
And I am Boris Wagner.
And we are so excited to be with you guys.
Girls.
And girls. Yes, let me not
no
forget.
sexism in 2020, homie.
None at all
None.
in this show.
None.
There is. We can't deny that there is.
There are, but
not on
not
this
amongst
show.
us.
No.
My girl's hiccuping. It's the cutest freaking thing. She can't stop for like 2 hours, which is crazy.
I'm excited, man.
Let's get it. Wait, first let's talk about yesterday's game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was really boring game. Defenses are on point.
So
clearly.
boring.
We just didn't have honestly many players playing, except you had Jimmy Graham.
Listen, if you
Was that boring, huh?
No, yeah, pretty much. If you somehow spot sat Jimmy Graham, he got you that touchdown. That's all you can ask for. That's TE1 on the week, guaranteed money back.
Whoever gets that TD as a tight end gets
literally
for sure.
But yeah, man, it was feeling pretty good.
3 or 4 targets. I think 4 targets for barely any yards and a TD.
Listen, am I confident moving forward starting him? No.
I think he's a back end. tight end too. Like a tight end 2 guy.
Yeah, and you don't want to be starting tight end 2s because only.
Sure. I'm saying if you have no, if you don't have any.
If someone has Kelsey and Kittle and Mark Andrews.
But they're also not going to be playing a great defense.
Yeah, Bucks are a good defense. In terms of Tom Brady, he was shut down, man. Oh my God, him screaming at the O-line was.
I'm sorry, Tom, but
oh no,
I've been watching you kill my squads every year, and I'm not hyped about you. I want you to succeed as a 44-year-old, 43-year-old quarterback. I mean, that's amazing, never done in history, but it's kind of funny to see him just explode.
And it is very comedic, and I think he should
Quit while you're ahead.
Is that me?
No, him.
Oh, right.
You know, he was ahead, and now he left Bill Belichick, and now people are realizing that it was Bill.
Right. He's just like, oh my God, Ivan, perfect. The O-line looked just, bro, they had like 30 penalties in one drive.
I know. Oh my God.
Trash.
They stopped doing the 40 points, but Chicago's a good defense. Listen, that Khalil Mack personal foul call was complete BS.
Bro, and he literally thought, he was like,
Oh,
bro, let me get a fifth. I don't understand. I am Tom Brady. I should get 6 downs.
What are you doing, ref?
I get 6
one more
downs.
chance. One more chance.
Clearly, if you see that I think it's this, but it's this, I should get another one of these. Okay?
It's super messed up, man. Gronk caught some passes. Cameron Brate caught some passes. Did he get in the end zone?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Ronald Jones, though, man, was looking real good.
Jesus Christ.
We lost the bet because of that, but that's okay. Who knew that Leonard Fournette would be an emergency situation, which they made him at the last minute.
Second, yeah.
And Ronald Jones blew up, man.
He did. I'm glad I didn't play him, but I played my main man, Montgomery, all the way from Montgomery. It sucks. It's trash. It was his second best game of the. Bro, if you look at his game log, it was like 10 carries for 30 yards, and then 7 catches for 30 yards. Trash in every single sense. But of course, he had 8 targets for 7 catches, bro. Finished with like 19 points. Dude. Of course,
I know.
Dude.
Yeah, if he's gonna be catching that many passes,
honestly,
he's a running back one. That's
absolutely
insane.
With Terry Cohen out, if they really utilize him, like they honestly should have. They shouldn't even have Terry Cohen. They should be utilizing him because honestly, he did look good.
He did.
For his
he looked
limited
real
amount
good.
of touches, he had a lot of great spurts.
And if you if you get rewarded points for returning kickoff yards, Cordell Patterson is looking like Jesus Christ, a monster. He was breaking people's ankles out there.
Yes.
I know.
And
But to see him on primetime.
Allen Robinson, A-Rob.
A-Rob is locked and loaded, like top 10 wide receiver. What a monster.
Like that's what he does without a TD.
Definitely overshadowed in the draft. I was pretty hype on him, but I would say a lot
Well,
of
no,
people
no, no.
weren't.
Honestly, and I still would say with Mitch Trubisky now, we saw a couple of like 3 games where he just didn't do that well. Cause
He did great.
who?
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson?
He had only one bad game.
No, did he?
He's
Let me
been
see.
doing
I think
real
he did-
good.
I think he did really bad at least 2 games.
I don't
minimum.
believe that happened, but I could be wrong, as I usually am. But
Ooh, wait. Can you repeat that?
I usually am.
No. The
What?
what
Okay.
about what are you usually?
In terms of Nick Foles, pretty trash, but Tampa Bay is
so
a
he
good
had
defense.
He had 2 bad
What were the
games,
points?
12 and 6.
12 is now a bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that's bad. Maybe not Allen Robinson standards, but 12 points, you ain't mad with that.
Yeah. Whatever. Bottom line is Nick Foles clearly is, I think, better for him.
Of course, I don't think anybody's arguing that. But I think he's locked and loaded wide receiver 1 for the future, even if
Locked
Mitchell
and
Trubisky
loaded.
comes back.
Which I hope is the same for Lockett.
For
Very
Lockett.
nice matchup. Very, very, very
Very,
nice
very.
matchup.
We'll be going to that later on. But yeah, anything else you want to add?
No. So we will go into the news right now, and then we will go into the matchups on Sunday.
Are you drunk?
No.
Vodka.
All right, guys. I'm sorry for doing that.
Can I say something? I didn't
Yeah.
want to let you know this.
Go for it.
earlier, but yeah.
Quit now.
Damn, that's not. Okay, I got it. I want to let you know this.
Let
and
me
I
know.
I honestly
Let me know.
didn't want you to know on national television, but you are.
You're adopted.
I don't think YouTube's
You're
considered national
adopted. You're
television.
adopted.
Okay.
You're adopted.
Let's get into the news.
News.
Listen, guys, not good. The Jets get a positive COVID test. All players sent home. Oh, no, not this again. Not this again. Please, fantasy football gods, save the season.
It's really bad when these tests happen like at the end of the weeks.
I know.
Because it's just hard to
Hey, maybe we'll
prepare.
get a Wednesday game, even though the Jets versus Cardinals seem like a trash game.
I'm okay with it. I got some players in there.
I got no one. That's probably why it seems like a trash game.
Right.
But
No, but it is a trash game.
Sam Darnold ruled out officially. Joe Flacco is going to be the guy
Hey, man, comeback?
in a super flex.
Super Bowl
I
comeback?
can see it. At Superflex, I
I'm saying
want to
Super
be
Bowl
on it.
comeback,
Super Bowl
like he did.
comeback. He just takes him to Super Bowl right now. What are they? 0-4. Mostert questionable. So you might be able to start McKinnon still this week. They're gonna see how he's feeling Sunday morning. We should monitor that situation. But we will be going live on Facebook, potentially on YouTube as well. So
Did you know that? I mean, Guy on Dynasty let us know that who's having a better year right now, and he didn't even start the first game or second game even. Who's having a better year, McKinnon or Clyde Edward in PPR?
McKinnon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also because he's running behind the best offensive line in the freaking league,
Right.
with George Kittle out, with Deebo Samuel out, with Brandon Ayuk hobbled, with Jimmy Garoppolo hobbled. So he was pretty much the only option. And Kansas City's played some very hard opponents. I think if people are low on Clyde Edwards-Helaire right now would be the time to buy.
Bye.
But I don't know how someone's giving them to. I put CI questionable.
Where?
So I don't know what that is. Let's continue.
CI?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't even see you writing. I don't even see that on mine.
Okay.
My end.
Jimmy likely to start for the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh yeah, you did write CI.
Well, let's just move past that. Jimmy Garoppolo likely to start. I think that's going to be good for their whole offense. I think he's definitely an upgrade. And
100%.
You should
We didn't
see
know
similar.
how bad anyone we didn't know how good Jimmy G is when we saw how worse it could be.
Nick
like
Mullins.
I thought Jimmy G was bad.
Yeah.
But then,
David Njoku expected to play, but you ain't starting him. Let's be honest here. Patriots will return to practice tomorrow, so it's looking good.
they're supposed to play on Monday again. They just want that Monday.
They're not playing. Are they? They're the
Yeah.
early Monday game, right?
They just listen, guys.
They want the prime time.
Let's pretend we have COVID every week so we can get prime time so they can look at us. So we can see Belichick getting like,
I wonder if
Stidham.
I wonder
what
if
the hell?
I wonder if Bill Belichick is using all of this as an excuse for them to suck this year and be like, no, listen, guys, the COVID schedule killed us. We got losses. We couldn't practice.
If
You
they
never
were
know.
smart enough, definitely get some good
PR.
some picks.
Oh,
No.
so for good picks, right?
They should
Get
lose.
get Trevor Lawrence somehow. That'd be insane. Eckler
mean-
placed on IR. I'm so sorry, Boris. I'm so sorry to all you Eckler owners out there. I mean,
hey,
managers.
but it's okay.
Not supposed to say owners anymore.
It's okay. My man Gase didn't use this running back.
Balazs?
He was like, wait a minute, let me trade for you. No, let me pick you off for waivers. No, let me try you. And even Gase, this is his best friend, Balazs, didn't even want him. And you know what Chargers said? Hey, we'll give you a chance.
We'll take that, man. We also got Deshaun. He's not going to be playing, and Alshon is not going to be
with
playing.
the sickness.
So Rager seems to be like a good start. If Carson Wentz,
Did you say Rager?
he's out also.
Yeah.
He's out also.
Rager's
So,
out for
Zach
like 6
Ertz-
more weeks.
Sorry, I believe he's out for 6 more weeks. As you can tell, I'm usually wrong. Zach Ertz is the guy.
I think
but
still. I know they're playing, horrible.
you got to do it.
You
But
just gotta
listen,
roll with
Carson Wentz is looking worse than me thinking Jalen Rager was still playing. It's bad. It's a bad situation. John Brown limited for all you John Brown truthers out there. We're going against the grain. We're going against the salt. Don't play John Brown. Marquise Brown questionable.
it. Should be fine.
Should be fine, but
Should be fine.
it's if you got to pivot, I'd pivot. I mean, he just hasn't been doing anything recently. And they're playing Cincinnati
Wow,
Bengals.
surprising after what you were talking about last week.
What do you mean?
Is what I said.
I'm saying he's a must start if you don't have a pivot.
Mm.
Like, am I pivoting to Russell Gage? No. Am I pivoting to Scotty Miller? Pre whatever just happened? No. Am I pivoting to like people I would pivot to would be like DJ Shark.
Right,
People
DJ
like
Shark over Marquise Brown all day, every day.
right. Like,
beforehand.
give me some other questions.
I don't know.
Like who?
You should think about it.
Justin Jefferson. I'd pivot Justin Jefferson. T Higgins. No. I'd stick with Marquise Brown.
Okay.
All right. Like your boy, Boris said he'd rather play what's his name, Zacchaeus over T Higgins.
Oh, 100.
You want to make a bet?
Especially versus the Ravens.
You want to make a bet?
Easy. Oh, yeah, who does better?
Yeah.
Down.
How much we putting on it?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
You tell me.
How about dinner?
Dinner it is. What is dinner? Domino's?
Domino's, yeah. It's the Domino's.
No, I don't want Domino's. All right,
So
we'll
what are we
Chipotle.
gonna do? That was good.
All right. Calvin Ridley cleated. I put cleated. Calvin Ridley cleared to play.
Cleated. He
he
cleared
cleated?
himself to be cleated, right? He believed that to be cleated, he needed to be cleared first, right?
Right.
Okay.
Mark Andrews questionable. I think he plays.
I think what's questionable about him is how TD dependent. This
I know,
dude
but
is.
listen,
Jesus.
he's gonna keep getting TDs, so there's really nothing we can say.
Can we say something?
We can say maybe he won't.
Okay.
Julio Jones questionable. I don't even know what they're doing. It seems like they're doing this
He
to just
literally didn't practice one time.
for defenses to have to game plan against him if he does play. But please, to Jesus Christ, God,
To Jesus, you're talking about Jesus Christ, God
right
himself.
himself.
No freaking way,
Yeah.
bro.
Please do not play Julio. I have him in 3 leagues. I don't need another injury. Do not play Julio
I'm okay
Jones.
With Julio Jones.
No.
To
No.
no. Fine, he doesn't play. Starts practicing, gets re-injured. Whatevs. Remember, I don't want people to get hurt. That is not my identity. Okay, I'm not an identity human being.
If I can
which
put my
wants
whole
peop-
house on Julio Jones gets re-injured if he plays this week, I would.
Do you have a house of your own?
Yeah, we're sitting in it right now.
This is your house.
Owned it.
Why
Bought
am I
it,
paying
sold
a third
it,
of
owned it.
Why am I paying a third?
You're paying me rent.
Ah.
You didn't know how this works? AJ Brown limited expected to return. This probably will be the first game he's expected to play. Yeah,
I
man.
literally have felt that he's like hasn't played for like
A year.
years, bro.
Yeah, I think you can go ahead and start him if you have no better options, but ideally you'd wait a week and see what happens. Mixon limited, questionable. I think he had a shin
Shin.
injury, but it's nothing. I think they might just put some pads on it. McLaren is playing, and yeah, that is the news. And let's get into our week.
By the way-
yeah, go ahead.
Very, 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 very sad for me. Leonard, defensive dude, Mr. Leonard is out for the Colts.
Yeah, let us
the
know-
Colts defense, just trash.
Let us know if you want us to
Trash.
include O-line injuries or defense injuries.
Yeah, I mean,
in
I'm
the
sure they
news.
do. Like if it applies to your team, like I
But they
don't
all
see-
apply,
Right, exactly. So like if they're a major injury, I don't see why we shouldn't.
even if they're a starter, like any starter on the O-line,
I'm saying
or
this.
any starting
That's not
defensive
true.
corner,
I'm saying
or
on
any
the O line, yes. I'm
Right.
saying as a corner, maybe the corner is already trash. Like they have a really bad corner.
sure, and that in very specific instance.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our weekly matchups.
Weekly matchups.
Our early games kick off. Carolina is traveling to Atlanta. Atlanta favored by 1 point. I don't even understand how. They should be Carolina should be favored by 47 points.
I would actually put money on Atlanta.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's probably why. I mean,
they're 0-4. Julio's not playing. They look so trash.
I wish, honestly, the bet was like -6.
I know.
And then I go Atlanta. Woo.
If it was -6
Yeah.
Atlanta.
No. If it was Carolina, like -6.
Right.
Then
Right,
it'd
right.
be so much more.
But it is Atlanta at home, and it's a 53.5 total
Atlanta's
over
at
under. Yeah. So
53.5.
right.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. So you're looking at both teams scoring about 26, 27 points or
I hope it's
27,
more.
26. Yeah.
Got a lot of fantasy homies in there.
Right. So on Carolina, you're starting to. I think Teddy Bridgewater is a great
Great.
streamer this week. Hopefully you picked him up and you're streaming him.
QB1, I think.
QB. What? Maybe. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of QBs not playing, especially with Aaron Rodgers, the QB1 not playing.
And Stafford. Stafford has pretty good games.
Yeah. You're maybe playing DJ Moore depending on your team. That's kind of team dependent.
I think if there was a game for him to,
Right.
it's hard to not play him because you're like, wait a minute, this is a game that he should do good,
100%.
but he's just not getting a lot of targets, man. So if you can pivot, if you have a pretty good pivot, then do it. If you were like between him and, for example, Gage, I would definitely pick him.
More, right. And then you got Mike Davis, who's been holding it down for so many people.
Holding it down.
If you could get any value out of Mike Davis, I would.
I would trade him as soon
Right
now. It's probably the only moment.
if you could,
somehow.
but people know what's going on.
Right. Unless they
He's
don't.
gonna be nothing when C-Max comes back.
Unless
and
he gets
then-
re-injured.
Unless he gets re-injured, which could happen.
Could
So
definitely
he is a
happen.
good
High ankle
handcuff.
sprains can definitely
Right,
linger.
and you should try to trade him to the Christian McCaffrey owner if you can.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
might actually go ahead and do that. At the Atlanta on the Atlanta side of the ball, I think Matt Ryan. This is one of the games where you could potentially sit him,
Really?
because there's no Julio. So if you have a good pivot, I might want to play Teddy Bridgewater over Matt Ryan. I might want to pivot that. In terms of the rookies, I probably wouldn't pivot to, or like Minshew, I wouldn't pivot to. Me personally, but
Interesting.
I think
I'd
I
rather-
think Calvin
Personally,
Ridley.
I'd rather play Minshew over Bridgewater.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But just because of the matchup, I know Bridgewater also. I know Minshew
has a
already
great
has a great matchup,
Sexy matchup.
but
too.
it's not Atlanta. So
But I also like Minshew more than Teddy.
for sure, I think for sure. I mean, it's close. I think it's very close.
Yeah,
you can
it's
go. You
definitely
can't go wrong.
close. Super close.
But I think Calvin Ridley is a little bit hobbled, so I'm a little scared for Matt Ryan. Russell Gage could emerge from this. I think Calvin Ridley, you have to start. Russell Gage is a streamer, and I would 100 billion% not advise doing this. But Boris, you want to talk about your dude?
I forget his name. I don't even know his name.
Zelias or whatever, Zeiss?
Yeah, whoever.
I would never.
The dude that balled out had 9 targets last game. The game before that, he had 6. Like he's been the guy with Julio Jones out. I know it sounds crazy, whatever, but this is the thing that you have to just start noticing. You know, like even if the player's like a nobody, if you didn't even know his name coming into the draft, like you kind of have to see what's out there. And clearly, Matt Ryan, last game, it wasn't a fluke. Like he clearly targeted him a gazillion times. And I like him as a player. Like they're going to have to score, and he's gonna have to throw it to somebody. And he out targeted Gage by a lot. Like
Yeah, he
a
also
lot.
out targeted Calvin Ridley. So we're making that assumption.
No, I mean Calvin Ridley, he got 5 targets. So I mean like
Right.
he was second in target. I'm saying like
By
it
4,
ca-
he doubled him in targets.
right, and I'm saying do I see that? No, but do I see like at least 5-6 receptions from him? Yes.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think there's a pretty big chance. Listen, I think he's a high upside play. He has some ceiling for sure, but I think he literally can just dud you with 0 points.
For sure.
On the tight end side of the ball, I'm totally spacing.
Are we on Titans? Wait,
Tight
what?
ends.
Tight ends for
Hayden
Atlanta
Hurst, you're
play him.
rolling. You gotta try him one more week.
Absolutely. No, I'm not. I think he's playing solid. He's like end of tight end 1.
Yeah, I
play,
think-
maybe even like mid. Tight
I think
end.
you have to roll with him at this point.
Yeah,
the tight end
bro.
position
He's
is very
doing
just.
decent without even a touchdown. Like he's getting last game I think it was 8 targets or something like that, or 5 targets. Let me see. I actually have him.
And then Ian Thomas. How's Ian Thomas been doing recently?
Trash.
Trash. So Ian Thomas is a
Nothing.
fade.
Do not play him.
As Boris looks up Hayden Hurst. Oh, you can give it to us fast.
Oh, I can give it to you real fast.
That's a really long time. Isn't he
6
taking a long
targets.
time? 6 targets. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
And Julio's out, so you know it could be a Hayden Hurst show. Raiders at Chiefs. The Raiders are traveling. Chiefs are favored by -11, which I would hammer down. -11.5, and the over/under is 55.5. It's gonna be pretty much any game with the Chiefs in there. I
That's
think
crazy. Like I can see Carolina and Atlanta. Carolina
for
and
sure.
Atlanta
I
being
think
way higher
I would
with
hit that
points.
over 1,000%. I think it's a little low, but
The Raiders and Chiefs, I go under on that one.
I would not. I would never go under on a Chiefs game.
No, it's because I really don't think Raiders can score.
But like I said, I don't think that matters. Like I said, I don't think that matters whether they can score or not. I think the Chiefs can literally put up like
50 themselves.
like 36 points, and all the Raiders have to do is put up 10. I mean, like 46 points. I can see it. All right, Chiefs on the side of the ball. You're starting Kelsey. You're starting Mahomes. You're starting Tyreek, Clyde. Sammy Watkins could be a flex option.
I think he's a decent flex.
I think it's a decent flex. On the Raiders side of the ball,
I only want Jacobs and Waller. That's it.
Jacobs
Even
and Waller.
Renfro, he didn't do that well.
and
don't
I
think
would
he's gonna
be
do that well against Chiefs.
I would be rostering Henry Ruggs on your roster if he's on your waiver wire. Just see how he does.
I
He
don't
was
think I would play him this week.
I would not play him,
For sure,
but I would
roster
roster. Actually, I mean they're playing the Chiefs, so I wouldn't be mad if he did that. There is some upside there, if they have to throw a lot, which they will.
For
Rams traveling to Washington. Rams are favored by 7.5, 46 over and under, so pretty low. Rams side of the ball, I don't know. I don't think I think you might stream Goff, but I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't go down that road again.
I don't see it.
Cup, Woods, you got to play them. And then the Rams backfield is going to be very interesting this week. I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Cam Akers is fully healthy and playing. I think they're going to put him in slowly. But
Slowly. Like, can you describe it?
where he takes a step and then he waits a second and then takes another step.
Wow. And like, are people watching him do this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tyler Higbee, how's he been doing?
Trash.
So Tyler Higbee probably fading. On the Washington side of the ball, Haskins, you're not playing. It's not Haskins. Sorry, Kyle Allen, you're not playing. You're playing Gibson
And McLaren.
and McLaren. Jags versus Texans. The Jags traveling to Texans.
Scoring game.
The Texans are favored -5.5. It's a 54.5 over under. Texas side of the ball, you're definitely starting Deshaun Watson in this game. He should break out here. You're starting, what's his name? Will Fuller.
And David
Johnson.
DJ, you want to play that song this game?
I know Duke Johnson is playing this week.
Yeah, he's played last week too. He's fine,
Right.
but David Johnson still got I think 16 carries.
Right.
He did pretty good. He just didn't get a TD. I think he gets a TD this game.
Jags side of the ball, the stud, the best running back from the rookie class somehow. James Robinson, you're playing him. Gardner Minshew, great time to stream.
Yes.
And then DJ Shark, you're playing him.
I
Anybody
would say
else?
I saw the Jags schedule. I saw Minshew. I say if you need a quarterback, he's a great week-to-week starter. I mean, he is going to be on his bye, fairly soon. I think in a couple weeks. But in general, like, just really good, friendly matchups most games.
Eagles travel to the Steelers. Steelers favorite -7. Favorite by 7. 44 over and under. The lowest over and under this week, which is I think is understandable with the Steelers defense and the Eagles O-line. Dude, this is gonna be just scary to watch. Carson Wentz is about to be looking like friggin' Tom Brady screaming out his own line. Like
it sucks. It sucks for Sanders. I mean, I have him in one league, but
it's gonna be really rough.
Even against SF, the limited amounts he looked good. Bro.
Yeah, but SF's missing Nick Bosa. So Pittsburgh,
but they're still. I get you. They're still like they're the number one ranked defense against the run.
Right, but they also played Philly. You're talking about Yahoo ranked?
Yeah.
I mean, they also played Philly.
No, I'm saying in general after 4 weeks.
Right. And who do they play?
All these 4 I mean,
who were the 4?
I mean,
I'm saying one of them was Philly, so already
right.
there you can already with their O-line, that's already giving them a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bottom line is, I'd be scared for Miles Sanders, but you have to start him. Carson Wentz, I would not go down that alley.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Ertz, I could see you playing.
I definitely see it.
If you got him, you're playing him, honestly. unless you
I
picked
think
up
it can
Schultz
go
or
the
something.
opposite, completely opposite, where he just gets a lot of those targets. Like,
Right, and then
you have to
sell
go
him.
somewhere.
And then sell him before Goddard's back. The Steelers side of the ball, you're playing Ben. You're playing Deontay Johnson. You're playing Juju.
Playing all
You're
of
playing
them, yeah.
James Conner. All those guys. And Eric Ebron, man. Eric Ebron, if you need a
Great. I
Great
mean,
guy.
I think I saw he's the Eagles are like third worst against the tight end right now. So I think he's a must start, honestly, because where you have him, and unless you have someone really juicy, I think he's a great play.
The Bengals travel to the Ravens. Yikes. -13. The Ravens favorite. 50.5 over under. On the Ravens side of the ball, I'm starting Lamar. I'm starting Marquise Brown.
One under those running backs.
And none of those running backs. And then on the Bengals side of the ball, I'm still playing Joe Mixon unless I have a good pivot. I'm still
I would
playing.
try not to play Mixon.
It just depends, man. It depends who it is. Like, would I play Mixon or like Lev Bell? Mixon easily. And then what's it called? I think T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd must start wide receiver. T. Higgins great flex option for this week. AJ Green, we ain't touching him.
Nope.
Then we got the Miami traveling to San Francisco. San Francisco favored by 9 points. 50.5 over under. What a boring game. Fitz, you're starting, even though it's a hard matchup. Devontae Parker, you're starting.
Great. Still, I think still a decent play just because of the amount of targets he gets. He's the whole squad.
Gaskin is a decent running back to play. The matchup isn't good. If you can pivot, I would, but usually you can if you have Gaskin.
But the thing is, like last game, he didn't do as much. I don't understand it. But usually, if they're behind, like he is the clear pass catching back. They didn't really utilize him during Seattle, but I hope they really utilize him this game.
On the San Francisco side of the ball, Jimmy Garoppolo, you probably want to wait and see him come back for a week, and you probably still don't want to play him either.
General,
but super flex.
Right.
George Kittle, more of George Kittle and George Kittle. That's pretty much who you want in this game.
I'm not playing Debo.
What is going on with Debo? Did he play last week?
Yeah, he played.
He was on 30% snaps, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't play Debo.
I'm not crazy about Ayuk. I mean, I'm just not crazy, but these guys, I don't think they're gonna get enough targets to be that.
I mean,
that's like, they're kind of like those running backs, like those second running backs, where it's like if they get like 5 attempts and you just hope they get those home runs.
Right.
That's kind of where I see for them, like flex options potentially of home run kind of players.
Right.
In my mind.
I think they're definitely flexes. I don't think there's locked and loaded wide receivers. In terms of Mostert, if he plays, you got to play him.
Must-start is a must-start.
But if he doesn't, I would definitely be playing McKinnon.
Absolutely.
I think he's a great running back
Both
too.
are must-starts.
Yeah. The Giants versus the Cowboys. The Giants are traveling to Dallas. Cowboys favored by 8 points.
Giants,
8.5
please
points.
score 70 points.
You know the Giants haven't scored a touchdown in the last 2 weeks?
Jeez, that's just so depressing, dude.
Really sad.
Jesus.
So I would be hammering, even though the Cowboys are complete garbage, I'd be hammering the Cowboys here. It's a little scary, I would say, in this essence. I mean, we're talking about teams not being able to keep up. The Giants literally cannot keep up.
Cowboys are going to be like, all right, dude, you guys clearly can't even score a touchdown. We won't even try for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah, super sad. The Giants side of the ball, you could play Daniel Jones. I think you could play Daniel Jones. Saquon, you do want Saquon. I think Evan Ingram as well. The Cowboys are really bad against tight ends.
Great.
They're gonna have to throw.
I like him the most.
I'm not playing Freeman. I'm not playing any of those running backs. And then
Freeman is he started getting a lot more carries. He got 11 carries last game.
I'm not happy to play him.
He's a decent flex if you need him.
Right, not flex. I would say running back 2. You know what I mean? Because that running back 2 is a lot harder to fill than the flex.
I get you, but it just depends on what your team is.
Right. Hopefully you're putting in like a wide receiver in your flex as opposed to him to get that upside. But in terms of Slayton or Golden Tate, I think you can do them. If there was any week, it'd be this week to give them a try. They are playing the Cowboys.
I agree.
Yeah, Zeke, you got to play him. Dak Prescott, you got the quarterback 1, buddy. Congrats. You got to play him. Amari Cooper got the wide receiver 1. Dude, that team, oh, my God.
They can get it together.
So,
actually, we know their division. They could eat in 1 second get it together.
So, the last 3 weeks, Dak has thrown for 47, 57, and 58 pass attempts. Bro, teams are throwing for less than half. Like, I've seen teams come out with, like, 25 attempts. That's less than half.
Balling. Yeah, Amari Cooper, guys. Number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
All of you guys on my player.
Listen.
Amari Cooper is the number 1 wide receiver.
I think it a
I
lot
have him
has-
in like every league.
I think a lot has to do with their matchups, of course. Like, you can't deny that. They played the
Okay.
Seahawks. It was a shootout. They played the Browns. It was a shootout. So that definitely comes. What it was. The Browns
No,
were
for
up on
sure.
them by 3 touchdowns at one point
For
because Zeke freaking fumbled it. I think you're playing CeeDee Lamb.
But this is what it is.
Michael Gallup is a little scary.
Yeah,
go
Michael
ahead.
Gallup is scary. I think he's an okay flex.
I would probably try to avoid him this week because of the matchup.
yeah.
But what are you gonna
I
say?
agree because they might not need to score as much, for sure. No, I'm just saying like, as bad. I don't know if their defense just automatically now just becomes better, and I don't think they're gonna be playing the Giants for most of the time.
Right.
So I just think that Amari Cooper has. I'm not saying he's gonna finish as the number 1.
Yeah, I'm saying as a wide receiver one, yeah, I think
no,
he's
no,
locked
not
and
even.
loaded.
I think he can at this point right now finish as the top 5 guy. Like
I think he can finish as a top 5 guy. But do I think he will finish as the number one
yeah,
wide
I
receiver?
mean, that's
I'm a
hard,
little
for sure,
hesitant
for
because
sure,
he out of anyone can dud.
for sure.
He's just had a history. Not saying that he
Of
can't.
course,
He's just had a
I
history.
agree with that.
So I can see him having 2 games where he just gets like 2 points, and then some guy who's been consistent, like D Hop or whatever, where his bad game was 11 points, just not
Right.
2, overtakes him or something, and then I win my bet. So I gotta see it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my we had a bet who finishes as the better guy. My guy's number 1 right now. His guy's number 2.
Yeah, D Hop
So-
against Cooper. So hey, we were pretty much we picked the 2 best candidates
I wish I had a lot more love on D Hop this year. But
for sure. Yeah, he was going pretty late. I mean, whoever got him those
so
stealing.
stupid. I got him in 1 league, but of course it's the freaking
25.
50.
Oh,
It's
50.
fine.
That's good. Colts versus the Browns. It's a pick'em. The Colts are traveling to the Browns. No one's favorite. I don't know.
Yikes. Ew.
I probably just wouldn't even bet on
Ew.
this one. 47.5 over under. The Colts side of the ball. Do not start Phillip Rivers, please, please, please. Jonathan Taylor though, I think he's been doing a little slow. I think he should have a good game here, man. I think
I hope not. 'cause
their
I'm playing
O
him.
line guy is down, which is bad. Right, I hope not too. But he just went down. I forgot which one it was. Pretty important to their team. In terms of their wide receivers, T.Y. Hilton. I mean, no, you
No.
you probably want to be going him. But if I'm deciding between him and that Zacchaeus guy, I'm still playing him. On the
Okay.
Browns side of the ball, we got Kareem Hunt.
That's pretty much it.
Kareem Mrige Hunt.
Top 5 play, I think, this week. I just think, yes, the Colts are insane. They're the number 1 top defense, yes. But guess what? When they're going to – if somehow miraculously the Colts can score points because they have, like, the best field goal guy, maybe they get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points, and Cleveland can't just score.
Right.
They're behind. It's Kareem Hunt show. It's
I
Kareem
think
Hunt show no matter
you gotta.
which way.
I think you have to play OBJ just based off coming what happened.
no,
what just
no
happened.
way. I am completely off.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I can't.
maybe 3 catches.
Listen, if I had OBJ on my team and he just put up 40 something points for me,
Right. But he did
there
it
is-
off. He did it off 8 targets.
right? It
Which
doesn't
is-
matter how he did it.
Okay.
If a guy just put up 40 something points for him, I am not looking to sit him. And that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying Joe Mixon either. I'm not looking to sit them. I mean, they're
Okay.
coming off their best games of their lifetimes. I mean, I don't know how accurate that is. Don't check me on that. But they're coming off crazy games. Like, I just don't think I have the huevos to do it. It's probably the smarter decision.
Huevos Rancheros.
Rancheros. We got the Vikings traveling to the Seahawks.
This is a spicy.
Now,
spicy
this is
one.
the biggest over-under of the week, 57. The Seahawks are favored
is the
by
Sunday
7.5.
night, right?
This is the Sunday night game. It's going to be so beautiful, guys. Do you know who the number 1 PFF graded wide receiver is? The guy I was telling you to get. The guy. I freaking was telling Boris, listen, I'm going to use my number 1 waiver pick on him. He said no. He's laughing. He said he wouldn't use a waiver pick on him. I'm going to make him feel so bad for us because I got him. The number 1 dude, Justin Mother freaking Jefferson. I'm sorry, Boris. That was a
you
little
good.
too much.
I'm happy that you got him, man. Honestly.
Listen, Justin
You
Jefferson
succeed, I succeed.
is a monster. That is true. You get your money back. Justin Jefferson is a monster. Locked and loaded. And do you know who the number 2 wide receiver PFF graded is? Adam Thielen. And do you know who they're going against? The Seattle Seahawks with such a trash defense.
You did really good on your picks, man. I mean, you got Thielen in like so many of your dynasties.
I got Thielen, Lockett, and Cup on every single one of my
Yeah.
teams.
Cup. I am not as hyped on. I'm just saying.
I mean,
not
you weren't as hyped at Thielen
I wasn't.
a week ago.
I
So
wasn't.
I'm
All right,
hyped
not
on all
gonna-
3
I'm
of
not even
them.
gonna say nothing.
Right.
About that.
I think all 3 of them are freaking wide receiver
Great.
ones at worst wide receiver
I'm-
twos.
Yes, great. Nice
Right.
picks.
Thank you, Boris. But you locked Amari Cooper in.
I did.
So what I was gonna say? So it's gonna be a crazy matchup, man.
So
I
Vikings, you want to play
I would say you
Cousins?
could play Cousins. Yeah,
I think he's okay. I mean, no. If there was a game
it's this
for him to
game.
play him, is this game? and
Dalvin
next game.
Cook.
That's why I think this is a perfect time to pick him up
Right.
because you get this game and then he plays Atlanta.
Yeah.
So amazing
It's
games.
juicy. And
juicy
Dalvin
games.
Cook must play. And I think that's it for the Minnesota side of the ball. On Seattle, it's your usual guys: Lockett, Metcalf, Russell Wilson, Chris Carson.
Yes,
Anyone else? Greg Olsen. On this shootout, I could see it. You could sit him.
for sure.
I'm so excited for that game, man.
You say you can sit him?
You could. Did I
Start
say
him
that?
even? Yeah.
You could start him. Is what I meant. And then we got the Monday game, which we will not be going over. So, Boris,
Because I can't even talk.
we'll
about
go
it.
over the Monday game on Monday. So
I
yeah,
won't be
guys.
part of the episode on that one. Is that okay?
Okay. I'll just take it from there.
So guys, we want to be going live now. We like really want to get this going. We want to be going live at least an hour before every game of every tip off to help you guys with the matchups, to tell you who to start and sit. To just holla at you, just
Holla.
to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we're gonna be going live on Facebook and YouTube
this Monday
this Monday
and Tuesday
and Sunday.
and Sunday. Sunday, like the usual, but we don't really go on YouTube.
But now we're gonna start
We're gonna hopefully get this going for
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Not Tuesdays when there's no Tuesday games. But we're
and
gonna
not,
be
and not Thursday clearly for this Thursday game
right.
because it's not happening.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button, hit a like.
Yes, that is the biggest thing you can possibly do for us. We're so grateful. We have still 33.
We need two more.
Two more.
Thank
But
you guys.
the second thing that you guys can do, and it would be really cool, is join our community. Join our Discord community.
Yeah,
Richard took a lot of time and effort.
it wasn't.
I know you did.
Thank you,
And it
Boris.
looks
Thank
really
you.
cool. It looks really nice. And it's just like very interactive. Discord, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a really cool, cool place.
Yeah, and pretty much you can chat with us personally. You can ask us start sit questions, trade advice.
Like someone just went there and was like, bro, I just acquired a new dynasty team. And I have these players. What do I do? Literally, and it was like, these are all the teams that are out there.
Right.
And he just put it all on him. And Richard honestly helped him as much as he could. So we're here.
I mean, I told him to wait for Drew Brees to have a couple of games, Derrick Henry to have a couple of games, and trade
Right.
him. Because I mean, like, why would you? There's no point in trading him now. They ain't nothing.
Hey, they ain't, what is that from the movie? They ain't us, but they
Oh,
not us. What is it?
They hate us 'cause they ain't us.
They hate us 'cause they ain't us.
The
huh?
interview. That's such a funny movie.
Yeah, we just watched that again. The interview's the shit.
So good. But yeah, join our Discord. We got a lot of
Yeah,
happening
and the
there.
link for our Discord is in our description. Check it out.
Yeah. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. It helps us out. I don't even know if we can check if we got any reviews. I want to know if what I've been
Maybe
saying
we
even
can
helps
ask
us.
Michelle. Ask her.
Yeah, probably nobody's even watching this though.
Hey, don't you dare talk like that. Okay?
Well, thank you guys so much. We will see you on Sunday morning live to go over some more start sit questions.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. We hope you win all your leagues on Sunday. Hopefully it's a good day. Hopefully not more injuries happen.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode. Visit our website at thefantasyfootballbrothers.com. Check us out on social media at the Fantasy Football Brothers. See you next time.